We are following breaking news. The Supreme Court of the United States has just ruled that Louisiana can use its new proposed congressional map. Our Nikole Killion joins us now from Baton Rouge. And Nikole, I do not want to overburden you. I know this has just happened. So to the degree you've had a chance to read what the Supreme Court has said, help us understand, to the degree you know it, based on just happening a second ago, what we know.
Yeah, well, this is in response to an emergency appeal by the Louisiana Attorney General on behalf of the state. Keep in mind that earlier this year, the state legislature redrew a congressional map to create a second black majority district. But that was challenged by a group of non-white voters who argued that this more or less amounts to racial gerrymandering. And so there was a district court that upheld their position on it, but that was also in contrast to Circuit Court of Appeals here that upheld the map. So because of those conflicting views, that's kind of why it got kicked up to the Supreme Court. And so the Secretary of State asked for a decision by today because they've got to move forward with the elections process. You know, candidates' names have to be put on the ballot. Obviously, they've got to get information out to voters. And so that's why we are hearing from the Supreme Court at this juncture.
And the Supreme Court ruling does what? What's the practical effect, and what will Louisiana's map look like for this upcoming election?
Well, the map as it stands now, or what was drawn by the state legislature, creates this new district that kind of affects Congressman Garrett Graves' district in particular, in that it kind of carves up the 6th congressional district basically into a strip that extends all the way from Baton Rouge up to Shreveport. It also slices into Speaker Mike Johnson's district as well. And so basically, that map would create a second black majority district. We did talk with a number of voters who would be impacted by this potential change. Take a listen to what they told us about why having a district like this would be significant.
We've never had any sense of equity when it came to representation here in Louisiana. And it gets even worse locally. We're a town that is almost, if not 50% African-American, yet our city council is 7 white members to 5 African-Americans. Our school board is, 6 white members to 5 African-Americans, even though the school district is over 90% African-American. So when you look at that, our political representation has never really reflected this area.
I grew up in the era which was the 70s, but my grandmother spoke about picking cotton. You know, that's how she survived, picking cotton and pecans. So they fought for us to vote. It was always preached to us. It was important. This is your right. And our kids don't have that because we don't have representation of people who look like us.
I'm sorry, but a 43-year-old white man can't tell me anything about being a black mother. So for me, being able to have a second black congressional district means that my children have an opportunity to want to aspire to be more and to be impactful change makers.
So basically, you know, the Supreme Court is allowing this stay, which would allow this map drawn by the state legislature to be upheld, creating this additional black majority district. But whether or not it faces additional legal challenges remains to be seen. Again, those who oppose this called this map morally repugnant and, again, believe that it is unconstitutional. So as of now, this potentially allows the state of Louisiana to move forward, but it's not clear whether or not more legal challenges could stem as a result of the Supreme Court's decision. Major.
For now, the Supreme Court has the last word. Nikole Killion with the breaking news for us from Baton Rouge. Thank you very much.